PEGI 7.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Surviving the Aftermath stream. I'm Davide, I'm the community developer for Surviving the Aftermath. I have my friend Matti. Hi Matti, live from Tampere. Let's start talking about the update. Matti, can you tell us when the update comes?
This week, Thursday, if everything goes well, it'll be in your hands by that time.
Today we're here to talk about Great Minds. We're introducing two major changes to gameplay. The first one is the tech tree that represents the scientists, and the other one is the leaders. And those are the great minds that we need to survive in the aftermath. So Matti, what's happened with the graphics?
There's lots of important changes. One of them is revamped lighting model. The other important thing is the colonists themselves. So you can see the colonist models have been redone. They are a lot more expressive and more detailed than before. You can see that they're pretty different from the ones we used to have. And also the specialists have been improved, not as much as those guys, but specialists have more gear added to them, especially on the world map. So when you go to the world map, you see backpacks and other survival gear added to them. We now have banners which show off your colors and symbols much more clearly than the ones before. And we plan to plaster the colony with additional banners in suitable places later as well.
I also assume that this is just another iteration of the graphic improvements to the game that you are still not done, right?
We'll be polishing the entire look and feel of the game up until the very end, one by one, based on your community feedback and based on what we still want to accomplish in terms of visual fidelity. A tech tree in this type of game is a huge deal because it's basically allowing players to make their own choices on how they want to progress in the game. It's now horizontal instead of the old vertical. This gave us a clearer and sort of easier to navigate format for this like long tech tree, and it still has the familiar 5 branches. One big thing with the new tech tree is the ability to unlock all these like side grades. For example, here in line cooks, you can unlock an additional work slot for the cookhouse. And we plan to create alternative progression paths for the players. Each of the societies will now have a leader of their own. They will be tied to a specific society. The idea behind leaders in general was to bring someone to you to interact with instead of just a faceless settlement in the wasteland.
And then I also realized that there is the reputation bar.
It's sort of like an indicator on how well you're behaving in the trading department, but it's going to be expanded later quite a bit. You'll be able to influence the reputation in other ways as well, and you can use the reputation in more ways. So we'll be continuously adding that bit by bit into the game as well.
From Stockholm and Tampere, thank you for joining us, and see you next week.